everyone, thanks so much for your help with this project. I'm going to share a quick video to show you how to identify gender, as most of these records, as you're seeing, don't identify it for you. The French language is one of those languages that uses grammatical gender all throughout, and seeing as most of us don't speak French, there are going to be other ways that we can still identify whether they are male or female. So I'm going to show you a few of those tricks. We're going to start with this person that I have here up on my screen. As you can see, there's no gender listed. This is where having the document open is going to be very important. So coming back to this document really quick, a couple of things that we'll note is on line 3 right here, this is one indicator whether it's male or female. Jumping down to line 9, we know that this line indicates this person's father. And as you can see, this word at the end is deceased in French, and there's one E. Jump down to line 11. This is the person's mother, and the word deceased has additional E at the end. That is the female form of deceased. This is the male form. So if we come back up to line 3, we can see that they've only used one E, which is a good indicator that this is a male. However, it has been very inconsistent over the documents that I've seen. Because if they were using the same document and it was a female, sometimes they fail to add that additional E. And I'll show you a little bit more of that later. Another indication is their profession here. Again, we don't speak French, but you could look at that and see if that typically seems to be a male occupation. Remember, this is in Africa and Cote d'Ivoire, so a lot of the women didn't have an occupation. However, it's not been the case across the board, like I said. So this is where you will want to come, and I will send you a link to this. It's called an app, but it's Namzor app, and they have a special part of it that can help you identify the gender of a name specific to a country. So I'm going to just bring this to the side so you can see what I'm doing here. Put these two screens side by side. Okay, I could have done that faster, my apologies. All right, so here we have the name. I'm going to come down here. You want to make sure that you click improved. So there's basic and improved. Improved allows us to put the country in. I am just going to use the first name because that's going to be the identifier. You can add the last name, but sometimes that can confuse it. You can try it both ways. So we're going to add this in. If you didn't know already, if you hold the E down or any other vowel letter, it's going to pop up with the screen, which will allow you to put in these additional hyphen marks, and those are going to be important. So there I have the first and middle name, and then we're going to come to the country code, and you're going to go down to Cote d'Ivoire, right there. I'm not a robot. Identify gender. It's going to pop up with the screen, and you can see here is a 98.79% male. So there we go. This is a male name. I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to add the name and put that he's a male, which, you know, the record had suggested that and everything. Let me show you, for example, a different one. Let's come down to this one right here. Again, I apologize, I can't say their names like they should be said, but Grahon Elizabeth and Ngusen. Elizabeth already suggests this is probably a female name, but we want to make sure, as it doesn't say. The record that I have up here, this is a really great example, because as I zoom in, you can see that additional E is added in there. So that straight across the board, we know this is a female name, and we can go ahead and do it there. However, if you want to be sure and just double check, you can come back over to this. We'll put her name in. Cote d'Ivoire. 99.76 probability it's female. So there you go. That is the best tool you can use. I would note, always just kind of make sure you're checking these across the board. I have had, if you ever see the probability below 60%, I would be very careful unless you can verify over here for sure. I have had a couple names that the probability was like between 58 and 60% for male, and it ended up being a female within the record that I was able to identify. So if you do come across those, feel free to leave them and I can have a look at them. Just let me know. Otherwise, I hope this helps. Thank you.